I am Richard Schertzer, and today I have with me.
Oh, Keithian. Haha, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I'll just get right started, brother. Um, how did you get started in music, and what drew you to the craft?
I got started in music in like church choir. Like honestly, I was just kind of vibing out in that stuff, and it kept on going. And essentially, my grandfather gave me a saxophone, and I just kept going from there.
No. Okay. Okay. So, um, what is it that you do specifically that you can tell the audience? Do you sing? Do you songwrite? Do you do DJing, producing, or something like that?
Yeah, I pretty much do it all, except I don't really DJ. I
Okay.
mean, if you give me the Spotify list and I'm at a party, I can DJ, but I'm not like on the boards mixing and stuff like that. But no, man, a singer, songwriter, producer, I produce, um, and songwrite all of my songs, co-produce basically with a producer partner, and I'm an artist, so I sing. I'm in front of it at all and everything. Musician, I play a few instruments. Yeah.
So, is there any other artists that you were greatly influenced by on your journey towards this path?
Yeah, Brand. Honestly, I'm influenced by a lot of artists. I think most greatly, I guess, classically, I was influenced most by Prince with his bravery and just musicianship, as well as being a songwriter and everything, just all around artist, performer, entertainer, superstar. But then again, I've been influenced by people from like just Jay-Z to Beyonce to, you know what I mean, Michael Jackson, of course,
Right.
to like just all kinds of musicians, even like Kendrick Lamar as well, or things like that.
So who are some artists like you want to collaborate with in the future?
Oh man, I can't give you just one. I would just say that like everybody, I'm a collaborative guy, so like whoever comes about and they're excited to collaborate, I'm usually like down with it, making it work.
Okay, so what do you have in the kitchen right now? Like what are you do you have an album coming out? Do you have like what are you working on right now?
Yeah, so I'm working on the EP. I'm gonna start rolling out my new EP. It's gonna start rolling out in April, and then it'll continue with singles and singles, and then we'll have a big release. I plan on going on tour this summer, and just getting kind of coming to a city near you, and just getting continue to be in your airwaves, you know, their earwaves and your vibes as a musician, collaborate with other artists and whatever too as well.
Okay. So what was the biggest challenge that you had to overcome as a musician?
Some of the biggest challenges I guess I say as overcoming as a musician is I think all musicians deal with insecurity issues or whatever, and it kind of staunch their growth as an artist and try to understand where they are. Just because like, you know, art is subjective. So when you're making stuff, people are around you and they're like, oh, you should do it this way, you should do it that way. At least you being kind of insecure about your music. But I think that when you just kind of like wholeheartedly go in and you understand that like, hey, what I make is creatively simply from me, uh, and it may be different, but there's a out there people out there that's going to gravitate towards it. I just kind of overcame that fear of just that, you know, and it's just been kind of like up since then.
Okay. So what's one thing that you would change about the music industry?
What I would change about the music industry is probably the way that A&Rs are meant to seek out, but they don't really understand what they're going for. So the music industry is the business side is kind of a different place. So if I was to change anything particularly, it would just lately be the way the business is conducted.
Okay. So and what do you feel makes you stand out in this industry?
I think that what makes me stand out is I know exactly what I want. What it makes me stand out is I'm also a filmmaker, so I have a vision that
Oh,
other people may not be able to have, or come to. like, um, obviously, like my own intel and just like my own voice is always uniquely different. but there's just a way that I put a little different pizzazz or just kind of like pull from my personal culture and connection to music.
All right. And what advice do you have for any struggling artists trying to get into the music biz?
My advice is that believe in you, like, and believe you first. Put what you feel first, honestly, and then people are supposed to kind of come to you because like like once you put yourself first, then people will fall in love with you just because you're falling in love with you or you're in love with you.
Oh, okay, that is powerful.
Yeah, it's really true.
But Keithion, I appreciate your time, brother. I thank you for everything.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Thanks for hopping on here and chatting with me.
No problem.